So before we get any further in this video, I'm wearing a hat. Inside, I know, because my hair is very messy today and it's kind of one of those lazy days where I don't need to go outside. It's raining outside here in Tokyo. So yeah. What's up guys, TheJordude here. And a few weeks ago, as I mentioned in my previous video, I made a trip down south into the Kansai region of Japan, where I made a trip to Nara and was staying in Osaka, and also made a day trip to Kyoto. So on my trips to Kyoto and roaming around Osaka, I met up with some friends that I met back from Canada, as well as someone that was introduced to me by a friend. So on the second day of the trip, we went up to Kyoto. I met up with my friend at 3 p.m. because she had to meet up with another friend earlier that day. So it was really only just kind of like a half day up in Kyoto, which by the way isn't really enough time to see everything in Kyoto. There's like so much temples, shrines, and a lot of traditional stuff that you would want to see there. So if you want to make a trip down to Kyoto, I do recommend that you go for probably like maybe 3 or 4 days or so. So we got to the Kyoto station, and basically they took us to like this kind of food market. It's kind of like an outlet shopping mall, like they had stores and stuff, but the main part that we walked around by was like this food area. And it was really cool because they have a lot of different foods you could try, and like every stand was pretty much giving out samples. So if there was anything interesting, you could give it a try before you buy it. And there's a lot of interesting foods there, like a lot of like Japanese sweets or like savory snacks, as well as like grocery stuff. They had like these candy mini baby octopuses, which was kind of interesting. And of course they had like mochi in there as well. So after the food market, we went to like this kind of village area where they had a lot of cool old buildings, and my friends took me to like this kind of, it was a shrine, but it was a very unique shrine because this one was known for a place where people would go when they wish to break up with somebody. So like if you're in a relationship and you didn't want to be anymore, you could go there and pray and hope to break up with them, which is really weird. But there was a lot of people there, which kind of was very interesting. Apparently it's not only for breaking up as well. In contrast, you could also go there for like good luck. So there were a lot of people there, but it was midday, so it wasn't like creepy at all or anything. But my friends did say that if you go there at night, it is kind of spooky. So basically at the shrine there, if you wanted your wish of breaking up with someone to come true, you would line up to go through this kind of little hole in a rock, and you just basically like crawl through and back it. And apparently that's supposed to work. So if you ever go to Kyoto and you don't like the person you are seeing, you can definitely check out this shrine. So I didn't really record much when I was in Kyoto, unfortunately. So moving on, on the last day of being in Osaka, we met up with some more friends to show us around Osaka. And the first place we went was the Osaka Castle, which is a really cool castle. It's famous in Osaka, very big. It's in the middle of a park, so the park is just overall nice to walk around in on a nice day. And the castle itself is really nice. It's very big. There's like a huge moat around it, and it really feels like you're walking around back in time. And so like you could go check out the castle. There's an admission fee, but it was only like 600 yen, so it's not that much. And basically inside the castle it's kind of like a museum, and in that museum you get to like learn about Japanese history, like the Osaka history and culture. And then on the very top you could have a really good view around the city. Also on our time at the Osaka Castle in the park, they had like this rock concert going on. And apparently it was a really big rock heavy metal band, and there was a lot of people there. So it was really interesting because it's like in an outside park and they're jamming metal music, which it was just really cool. I think the metal community is pretty good here in Japan, and there's like a great variety of people that are into heavy metal music here. So definitely a kind of rock heavy metal concert is something I would want to go to sometime this year. After the Osaka Castle, we went over to the kind of like we went over to this place called America Mula, or Americulamuchi. It's basically just like a American village, so it's kind of like a westernized American feel to it. It has like a lot of American shops, like the kind of like American fashion shops and things like that. So to me it wasn't like outstanding because I'm from Canada, I'm from America, North America, so like it kind of seems normal to me, but I could definitely see how a lot of Japanese people that are into Western culture would like that kind of area. So America Village is like a place, I wouldn't say it's a must-see place for you to go to, just because if you're from a Western culture, it's kind of things you already know. But definitely a place you would want to check out is Dotonbori. And Dotonbori is famous, of course, for the Glyco Running Man sign. It's a really cool thing to like take a picture of. But the area overall is just a really cool night area. So like you could walk around, there's tons of restaurants. You could try out the famous takoyaki or okonomiyaki, which is from Osaka. There's also like this kind of deep fried skewered thing. I keep forgetting what it's called on the top of my head, but it's really good, so you should definitely try it out. And they have a really famous place there in Dotonbori. They also have like the famous crab, I think the king crab, which I forgot to try, but definitely like next time I go back to Osaka I need to try out the crab there. I got a little bit ahead of myself talking about Dotonbori, but it is a great night area. So when you go to Osaka, it's a must-see place to walk around in. But after we went to America Village, we actually went to a place called Shinsekai. So Shinsekai, this was near the end of the day, so we kind of had to rush through it because we had to catch the Shinkansen back to Tokyo. But in Shinsekai, it's a very cool area as well. It's a bit smaller scale than like the Dotonbori, or I would say it's like kind of like on the similar size of the America Village, but basically there's like a lot of shops there and restaurants. It's just like a cool place to walk around in, and it's near the Osaka Zoo, so if you want to check out the zoo as well, you'll be in that area. We also got to see like the Osaka Tower, I believe it was called, and so we got a nice picture with that. So yeah, that was basically my trip to Kyoto and Osaka. If you wanted to check out my trip on my previous video on Nara, you could go check out the video for that. But overall, the 3-day weekend trip was really fun. Thank you to my friends that showed me around there if you're watching this video. And yeah, definitely I would want to make a trip back down there in that area again, just because I feel like I only got like a taste of what that area had to offer. There's so much to see, so many cities in the Kansai region. So if you come to Japan, if you are looking to venture around, definitely recommend checking out the cities. Osaka, Kyoto, and Nara. They're like already famous cities, I don't even have to tell you. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know if I missed anything in Kyoto or Osaka which I needed to see but I didn't see. And subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.